Big Ten. We're hearing a lot about Big Ten home court advantages here, especially early on in the season here. Home teams, I think, 581, 49, and 21 against the number. Big Ten basketball likes playing at home, and there is no tougher place than Assembly Hall to go into in Bloomington, Indiana. And that's where Minnesota's got to go tonight. So tell us what you're doing in this game tonight, Bri.
Yeah, you talk about the refereeing. Because it's such a physical conference, the crowd may get into it a little bit more. I think that may be one of the reasons why the home teams have done so well in this conference. Good fan support. Minnesota and Indiana. This game starts a half an hour earlier than every other game, so I just wanted to give everybody a heads up. I believe it's at 3:30 Pacific here in Las Vegas. The Golden Gophers enter play at 12-3 on the season, 3-1 in Big Ten play. They have a 7-game winning streak after back-to-back 2- and 3-point wins over Michigan and Maryland. And this is just the fourth game away from home for Minnesota this year. They lost to San Francisco by 18 on a neutral, lost to Ohio State by 10, and beat Michigan by 2. And the Michigan that they beat by 2 was the Michigan I think we all expected to see early in the season, and we all took our lumps coming out of the gate as Michigan looked a lot better early on than they have lately. This Michigan team's loaded up on a weak non-conference opposition, and they played all those games at home, basically. Despite their impressive record, we simply can't trust this team against a good Indiana team who is coming in off of a loss. The Hoosiers are only 11-5 thus far, but have played the likes of Connecticut, Auburn, Kansas in non-conference play, and that's something that Minnesota hasn't. So I think we get that advantage here. After losing 2 of 3 games of late and having to face Purdue, Wisconsin, Illinois, and Iowa the next 4 games, this has got to be a must-win game right here for Indiana. Hoosiers, as you mentioned, 8-1 on this court this season, with the only loss coming in the final seconds to Kansas, a game they controlled for the majority of that matchup. Kansas came on late and got that victory. So I look for Indiana to take care of business here. This is really an important game for them. And I'm not a big believer in Minnesota right now. So give me Indiana. The line's going up a little bit. I believe it opened 3. It's anywhere from 3.5 to 4.5 right now. But I like this Indiana squad here, even with having to lay that extra point or so.